Hello students, here is an introduction of social studies part 2, that is geography. So today we are going to study geography chapter number 4, that is maps. We are going to study about the maps in this chapter. Introduction is globe and maps. Globe and maps are two important tools of geography. Both are very useful in studying the earth surface. Globe. As we all know, globe is a model of the earth. It gives you exact layout of the planet. And maps. Maps became useful for this purpose. They can be show entire earth or any part of it, unlike globe can show small areas with detailed information, for example, city map or political maps. Globes are very useful while studying about the earth, but while studying a part of it, such as continent, a country, a state, a city, or any particular feature of it, maps are convenient to use. Maps provide a variety of information above any area. Thus, they are classified into two types: large scale map and small scale map. Now we will understand what are small scale maps and large scale maps. When large area is shown on a paper, very few details may be marked. For example, a map of continent is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 lakh kilometer can show the detail of the city. Such a map is called small scale map, as you all have shown in the image. On the other hand, a city map with a scale 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer shows a locality, colony with a detailed information like roads, schools, hospitals, etc. Such maps are called large scale maps, as you have shown in the image. Now we will study about kinds of maps. Generally, maps are classified into three types: political map, physical map, and thematic maps. Political map shows political regions such as states, capitals, major cities and towns, national boundaries, etc., as you have shown in the image. Physical maps shows such as natural features of a place such as mountains, hills, rivers, oceans and lakes, as you have shown in the image. Thematic maps. These maps have specific theme or subject. For example, the average rainfall distribution in an area, the distribution of vegetation and wildlife throughout a country, etc. But they did not show the natural features. Now we will study about the topic direction. What do you understand by direction? Most of the maps contain an arrow marked with the letter N at the upper right hand corner. This arrow shows the north direction. When we are known about the north direction, we can easily find out other directions such as northeast, southeast, northwest, and southwest, as these directions are known as cardinal directions or cardinal points. We can easily find out any direction with the help of magnetic compass. Yes, the tool which is used in your mathematics geometry. If its magnetic needle is point in north south direction, we can easily find out the any direction, as you have shown in the image. Now we will talk about conventional signs and symbols. What are conventional signs and symbols? Whenever tourists visit places, they actually take help of maps. Maps use variety of signs and symbols which any traveler from any part of the world can understand. These are called conventional signs and symbols. Students, this chart you have to draw in your copies. Okay, this is a picture of conventional signs and symbols which has been drawn in your book. So you have to draw these conventional signs and symbols in your notebooks. Now we will study about some different components of maps. First is title, then key, then grid, then map projection. What do you understand by title? It introduces a theme of a map. For example, what title has been given to the map, that is has to be decided in prior. Second is key. This is a list of symbols and what they stand for. So in the showing map, you have to note down the key. This scale, it helps us to measure the distance and calculate the area. Grid also tells about the latitude and longitudinal lines. Next is map projection. So map projection is an ultimate goal of making the map, which is defined as the final printout copies of a map. Now we will discuss about the map making, how the maps have been prepared. Various new techniques helps to make maps. Cartographers use these images and other information to create maps. Today computers are very useful and helpful since lot of data can be stored on a database and used to create different types of digital maps. Animated maps can also easily be prepared. Now we will talk about Atlas. Atlas is a collection of maps. This book contains a varieties of maps such as physical map, political map, thematic map and others. Now we will study about the sketch. A rough drawing on a sheet of paper is called sketch. It is usually used when someone asks for the location of a certain place or area. Sketches are usually made on invitation cards and brochures to guide the invitees to the venue. So students, if you want to travel, now we will study about plan. Plans are detailed drawings of small areas and are often used for technical purpose. A plan represents a very small area drawn on a large scale with great details, as you can show in the image. Now let us see some facts related to your chapter. Different colors show different landforms, such as green is used for plains, blue is used for ocean and seas or other water bodies, and yellow is used for deserts. So thank you students. Hope you have enjoyed the lesson. God bless you all.